welcome back to another episode of Stars and Garters. I'm Katie Pettit, and today I have with me my mom as my guest, who I don't believe has been in an Epic the Musical episode yet. Is that right?
Nope, that's correct.
So that'll be fun. But yeah, it is another Epic episode because I like Epic and my family likes Epic, so we're doing stuff about Epic. But today, we are not doing another top 10 list or a bracket like I did with Wyatt because that went, we don't have to talk about that.
I
But
don't think I
we are
watched
going
that.
to be going through. Did you watch it?
I don't think I saw the one with Judah, but I don't think I watched Wyatt's.
Yeah. It was fun, but we may have messed up. Anyway, so we're going to go through each of the sagas in Epic and we are going to tell the people our favorite and least favorite from each saga. Favorite and least favorite song. So, and obviously, I think I have to say before this, and well, I don't have to say, but I want to say that, like, I don't particularly dislike any songs from this musical, like, genuinely. But just, yeah, you could still have least favorites, but not necessarily dislike it. So I think I'll just do this by like I'll say my favorite from whatever saga, and then you'll say your favorite, and then I'll say my least favorite, and you'll say your least favorite. Okay, so we'll just go in order of the sagas as they are. So first is the Troy saga. I'll let you go first. What is your favorite song from the Troy saga?
Okay, my favorite. Okay, and let me just say, when I started listening to Epic, it was several months before I actually watched the animatics and understood the full story. So like just listening to it, you miss a lot, especially
Yes,
if you've not ever read the Odyssey or the Iliad, and you have no background, you have no clue what's happening. But anyway, my favorite, and also, I tried to listen to this because I know that you do know this about me that I typically lean towards like the female ballad in any
yes,
like musical.
definitely.
So I tried, like when I listened and I watched it, like to turn that off and like listen to
Turn
it
it off.
and just listen and just enjoy the music of it. But that being said, my favorite of this one is Warrior of the Mind. When we are
Alrighty.
introduced to Athena. Yeah. I really like just the back and forth between Athena and Odysseus, and it's a fun, catchy song. I like the harmonies in it.
So funny you should mention Warrior of the Mind because my favorite song from the Troy Saga is actually Warrior of the Mind as well.
Really?
So yeah, basically everything you said I agree with. I love Athena, and obviously this is Athena's introduction songs. A song I do like particularly love the harmonies with her and Odysseus as well because like it's interesting because I don't usually hear low harmonies, but I can hear his and I can sing it, and it's a really nice harmony. It's like sharp and it's easy to hear, but it still like blends well, so it's really interesting. And I really like it, and her vocals are awesome, and you just kind of get introduced to Odysseus. And obviously, like, I kind of had to pick this one because it's one of my like top five favorite songs. It's my third favorite song in the entire musical, so it wouldn't really make sense if it
This one
wasn't
is
my
your
favorite.
third favorite?
It wouldn't make sense if it wasn't my favorite in the saga. So yeah. So
You said
the
this is your favorite saga, right? This one?
yes,
The
the
Troy
Troy
Saga?
saga is my favorite saga. Apparently that's weird, but
It's different.
it's
I don't know
my
that it's weird.
it's my vibe. It's just my like specific vibe because it's like war and it's hype, but it's not like Cyclops Saga, which is still like fighting and action, but it's kind of darker. It's like action and hype and just like pretty much all the way through. So yeah, I do love the Troy Saga. But what is your least favorite song from the Troy Saga?
Probably Full Speed Ahead. I don't know. I don't have like a reason. I just like the other ones more. Like Open Arms, I had a tough time choosing between Open Arms and War of the Mind for my favorite. Because I
Mm-hmm.
like Apologies a lot. And then Just a Man, that song, like it'll get you in the field.
In the feels.
Yeah, right in the
So,
field.
funnily enough, my least favorite song in the Troy saga is actually Just a Man. And again, it's like you
Really?
said, it's not that I don't like it, it's just that I like all of the other songs more. And with Full Speed Ahead, I understand that one because it's not a like action moment, it's not a character introduction, it's not a character spotlight, it's just a transition song. They're just sailing. So I understand that, but I love the I just love the sound of Full Speed Ahead and some of the wordplay and the introductions and Just a Man. Even though it's actually really really cleverly written, it's just quite simply not my type of song because it's very slow. It's very much like a ballad and it's a very slow ballad type song, and those are not like my particular favorite songs in
You're
terms of
not.
my taste.
Yep.
So, then next up we have the Cyclops saga. What was your favorite song from the Cyclops saga?
This one is probably my least favorite of the sagas,
I feel
and I
like
had
it's
a hard time.
everyone's least favorite.
Well, okay. So what I have written down is My Goodbye, but it's so similar. Like I didn't want to choose it because it's so similar to Word of the Mind.
Yep.
Like, is it the same song? But no, but I just
But
before we got on, I played both of those like back to back, and it's different, but I mean it's still very similar.
yeah,
So I was like, I don't want to
right.
choose
It's a phenom.
the same. So my other one, like I was torn between, was Survive because I like the song, but I
Yeah.
hate that Politics dies at the end of it. So like I don't want to choose it, but it is a good song. So if I didn't choose My Goodbye, I would choose Survive.
Okay. Well, my favorite song from the Cyclops
Mhm.
saga is Remember Them because I really still like the vibe of this saga, and I guess it wouldn't be like up there if I had to rank the sagas, but still it's not my least favorite, and I really like the vibe because it's like action and it's punchy, and I like that about it. And so Remember Them has that vibe, and it's still action. They're fighting the Cyclops. They are trying to get out of here, but it also has elements of that like emotional thing because Polites just died and Odysseus is still comprehending that. But then I also just particularly love the like ending section or the section near the end where Odysseus basically introduces himself because I don't think we've had like a complete introduction. Like I don't even know if he said his name at this
Yeah, that
before
you
this
may be
point.
right. Yeah.
And so he's like, "This is who I am. I am the reigning king of Ithaca," and he's like introduces himself, and it's just like this really heroic, epic moment, and I really love that part. That part gets me hyped. So, and your least favorite song from the Cyclops saga?
From the Cyclops saga is probably um, Polyphemus, I would say. Um, I just don't like the style of this song. I like what it adds to the story and the understanding of it. I mean, obviously, it's an important part of Odysseus's journey, but I just don't like this song as much.
So, Polyphemus is actually my least favorite song
Oh
too,
yeah,
because it is expositional, and I understand that those songs are harder. Like, they're they're harder to be as catchy because they have to explain a little bit about what is happening in the story, and I understand that there's like it honestly is impressive that Jorge still made those songs interesting, but they are still probably a little less song wise, a little less catchy and less exciting as some of the others. So I
yeah.
do
You know
I
what I
do
wonder? Sorry.
what?
Like, if they do end up making this a live production,
Hmm.
will they add like speaking? Because this is full, like it's all music.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
because
mean, like
most musicals have some dialogue that's
yeah,
not singing.
that's like I think Hamilton was probably the first musical that I like watched in full. And I was really surprised because it's pretty much all songs too.
Yeah, it
And
is.
I didn't know that was how musicals worked. I know that most of them, like you said, have dialogue, but still, like, they're predominantly song, and that's not what I had thought of a musical up to that point. I was more thinking like movie musicals, and which are still have songs, but are still more dialogue than songs. So I was really surprised. I was like, when are they going to stop singing? And they did not.
Yeah, and you
So
still loved it.
I do still love it. Okay, next we have the Ocean Saga. So what is your favorite song from the Ocean Saga?
Keep your friends close. I what's the wind god's name?
Aeolus.
Aeolus? Aeolus?
Aeolus.
Aeolus. I really like her voice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. It's different from the other female leads in the musical. Um, and it is very important to the story of the Odyssey and why he ends up not getting home
Yep.
when he thought he was going to get home.
Yeah. So my favorite song from the Ocean Saga, it is my fifth favorite song overall. It is Ruthlessness.
Yeah, I figured you would pick that one.
Yeah. I love Poseidon. I love, oh, what is his name? What is his name? Steven Rodriguez. That's his name. I hope that's his name. His
Who is Dookie? Who's Stephen Dookie?
That's Polites, not Poly.
Okay, because I
Um,
laugh every time because I'm
that's
a 12-year-old boy apparently.
But Steven Rodriguez's voice for like Poseidon, it's just like you I I don't know if I can say it's the only one, but I just think that you can tell so much about the character like purely from his voice. Like it has this rock feel to it. It's like raspy but in a super cool way. It sounds,
Very gravelly,
yes, it sounds like
which is
aggressive.
uncommon.
It's still like with all of it, like it's still like just he has an incredible voice, and then I just like love the character of Poseidon as a villain. He's just so like interesting, and he's pretty straightforward. Like he's just not a good guy, but he does have like some kind of motivation for it, and you also get to see like he does start to kind of point out like, Odysseus screwed up here, and it's just it's just hype, and I love it.
I like Ruthlessness too more than I did when I first started listening. I told you that I think it reminds me of a Paso Doble from like ballroom
Yeah,
dancing.
you did say that. I
It has
remember.
that like um, bullfighting feel.
Yeah. Okay, and your least favorite song from the Ocean Saga?
Ooh, from the Ocean Saga,
Yeah.
probably Luck Runs Out.
Aw, poor Eurylochus.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just doesn't stick out in my mind. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know that I could sing it right now.
Dang.
Like I can't even think of the melody.
Wow. So for me, my least favorite song from the Ocean Saga is Storm because it is another transition song. And for me, all of like with the Troy saga, Full Speed Ahead is a transition song, but it wasn't my least favorite because there was still one song that didn't stick out as much. But for the Ocean Saga, all of the either big moment songs or big character introduction songs, they all really, really, really stick out. And so Storm kind of gets like lost as it can be when all of the songs in the musical are amazing. So
Yeah.
all right. Moving on to the Cersei saga, which is apparently your favorite saga, and I couldn't guess it because I forgot about it.
No, and I will say that I had like slept on the the
I did
Cersei.
too. I
Like
slipped on
I
it.
I didn't realize how good it was
Yeah,
until I was like re-listening to it and then watching it. Watching it really helps understand the plot. Because
sure.
I've never, this is my first like real introduction to like Greek mythology because I was never interested in it. I will say,
Yeah,
I
me
think
neither.
that's one thing that this musical is doing is like introducing the
Yeah,
Greek
same.
mythology to generations who are just uninterested.
Because all of my friends, like a lot of my friends in like high school and stuff, were super interested in like Percy Jackson, and I never got into it. So like they were all into the Greek mythology, and I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, same. It was I found it boring, but when you put things to music, it just makes it more fun and
Yup.
it tells a story better.
Yeah.
But the Cersei saga, my favorite song, which I had a hard time choosing, because I like all of them.
Yes.
So, but my favorite, I said "Done For."
Ooh,
I really
that
like
surprises me.
that. Surprises you,
It
yeah,
does.
because it's not like a slow. It's
Well,
more of an upbeat.
yeah.
I really love the way their voices blend. I think they blend the best as far as male and female. His voice blends the best with more more so than any of the other females in the
Yes.
musical, in
Agreed.
my opinion.
Agreed.
So listening to them sing together, I love it, and I like the humor in it, like with Hermes and all of that. It's just a fun song. What about you?
So maybe I am wrong for picking my favorite song in the Cersei saga to be the only song in the Cersei saga that does not feature Cersei. But my favorite song from the Cersei saga is Wouldn't You Like, because
I like that one too.
I I just love Hermes. Like, I'm sorry. Hermes is one of my favorites. He's so funny and his voice is just like the perfect balance of like silliness and oh, like he can sing. Like obviously. Um, and it's just he's so silly and his little British accent and the song is so catchy and there's like little cleverness like with all of the rest of them. But
Yes. Okay.
I am such a sucker for like it's one line, but the way he switches up, you can be hurt
Be hurt
or
or
you
be
can be
hurt.
hurt. I like I'm it's one
It's
line, but I'm
genius.
just like he's a genius.
Yes, I the same exact thing, and I didn't even know what he was saying until I watched it with the subtitles, and like that is incredible. Like it was so simple. Like you switched one letter,
Yes.
and yeah,
It's just
genius.
like, yeah. So, favorite.
This one's tough because I love them all, and for different reasons. Um, ooh, I don't even want to say. Maybe there are other ways. Um, which I know in the actual book, The Odyssey, there are some unsavory things that happen between Cersei and also like Calypso,
Yes.
but like I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. So when it's like even tempted.
I really like when I learned that, it actually kind of made me love Epic a little bit more because I think it's really smart that because in that culture, in Grecian culture, it was like the wives were expected to stay faithful. If they cheated, like it was a whole thing. Like they were, promiscuous woman and but of the men they could do whatever they wanted. And so I really think that the epic succeeds way more like Odysseus earns her devotion because Penelope still waits in the Odyssey, but
Mhm.
Odysseus is just sleeping around with whatever he
Yeah.
wants. But in epic he deserves that kind of devotion because he is also devoted to her. So
Yes, I
but
agree.
my least favorite, I would say, from the Cersei saga is actually Done For because I it's a lot of it might stem from it being pretty short,
Mhm.
and also there's also even though I think he does it pretty well, just like with only using music, if you're not watching the animatics, there is the fight between the thing. I forget the name of the thing, but there is the like fight between Odysseus and Cersei's thing, and if you don't see the animatics, it can be pretty hard to know what is going on. You can tell that like she's been bested at the end, but you don't know, like you don't see. You might not know that there's even like a big monster fight going on if you don't listen closely. So yeah, obviously it's still great, and their voices do go together really well. So Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Next is the Underworld, which is really hard because it only has 3 songs. But which one's your
Yeah.
favorite?
The Underworld. The Underworld is my favorite. Like, it just makes me feel a lot of things as we walk through all of the people who have died, especially his mom. And then when you find out that that's his actual mom that is singing
Yeah,
that.
I know. Have you seen the watch party at all for that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
We've
like
watched that.
he really does love his mama, and
It's
I
so
love
sweet.
that.
Yeah. But that's that part when he's like, took too
I
long.
know, that's the worst one.
It gets me. And it's just a good song. Yeah, when you get to revisit polities and like even like it just walks through all of the people.
So it was really hard for me to choose my number one, but I did I did go with No Longer You for my favorite. It could have been The Underworld because I do also love The Underworld, but I love No Longer You just as much. And at the end of the day, I don't usually enjoy crying. I went with No Longer You because that doesn't like destroy my
You don't
soul.
like to feel things.
I don't. I really don't. So no longer you, but it is another like I'm a sucker for clever writing, obviously, and it is so cleverly written when you come back to it. So obviously I didn't realize anything was gonna happen, but when you re-listen to it, it's just like you see the the symbolism and everything that's about to happen, and I just think Tiresias is this huge troll because he knew that Odysseus was gonna be fine and he chose to phrase it vaguely and he was like it's no longer you. I think Tiresias was messing with him and having some fun because he's like it's no longer you even though he knows Odysseus is going to be fine. So I love that. And then but you have like so much foreshadowing and then you have the voices in the background. I don't know, have you noticed the voices in the background at the last chorus?
Of the No Longer You. This one I don't think I have. What is it?
So they go from I don't know if they've been chanting, but like they start chanting and you hear the like voices chanting in the background, right? So if you listen really closely in that last chorus, they are chanting I might get the order wrong, but they're chanting Siren Song, Scylla comes, Mutiny, Lightning Bolt, Hurt Poseidon, Kill all the suitors for love. So they literally chant everything that is about to happen.
Wow.
You have to
Huh.
listen
I'll have
really
to go back
close.
and
It
listen
is
to it.
like it does get hard to hear sometimes. Like if somebody hadn't pointed it out to me, I wouldn't know. But they do say all of those things.
I
So
was very
I
confused.
love that. I love the little writing cleverness.
Yeah. The first time I heard this No Longer You, I was very, very lost, very confused because I was just listening to it and I
Why?
had no because I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, I don't understand. And I was having a hard time following anyway because I was listening in the car. The first time I listened to it all the way through, I was in the car with Wyatt trying to explain. And it's hard to hear. I'm deaf, so I couldn't hear well. And I can't like see the lyrics. So I was like picking up like
Yeah, I
maybe half.
understand that.
But anyway, yeah.
So least favorite from the underworld.
My least favorite is actually No Longer You.
Mm,
Just for like some of the reasons that you said, like I want to punch him in the face. Like why'd you have to do that to him?
that's
You could have
funny.
told him. Like
That's
he's
really
come
funny.
this far. He's like in the underworld trying to figure things out and trying to get home, and you got to make it harder for him.
I love that
So
we both recognize Tiresias as trolling, but we see it in
yes,
different light.
yes,
So my least favorite song from the Underworld is going to be Monster, even though I think it's a great song and
really,
it's really, really important for Odysseus. But
yes,
one, it's probably just a selfish thing. It is for me, obviously. It's probably I'll say it's one of the most difficult songs to sing along to because it's so low. I could sing almost all of the songs in the musical and I'm like singing along and then I get to Monster. I just kind of have to
what's
stop
the low part? What's the
because
low part?
all of it's all low because
I'm
he's
trying to
being
play
all
it back in
edgy.
my head.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can
I
do
get
the
that though.
verse part, but then when he goes low on the chorus, I can't do that. Odysseus is definitely harder. The song Odysseus is harder for me to sing. But so that's a little selfish, I understand, but it's still great. It's still great, obviously. All right, now I believe this is the next four, or yeah, the next four sagas are Act Two. So the Thunder Saga. What is your favorite song from that one?
Okay, my favorite might actually surprise you, because it's one that I would always skip initially, and then when I actually sat and listened and played it through for this purpose to determine which ones I like the best, it's Scylla. Scylla is my favorite. Um, just the transformation, like when you first hear her voice, like it's kind of like ethereal and childlike, and then like it turns vicious and powerful, and you're like, how is this voice coming from the same person?
Mm-hmm.
And it makes a lot more sense when you watch it. I don't like to watch her eating the people, but
Yeah.
yeah, I love this song.
Wow,
I
I wasn't
cannot sing
expecting
it, but I
that.
love it.
I wasn't
Yeah, I
expecting
knew
that
you
for
would.
you. So my favorite song from the Thunder Saga is also Scylla because Scylla is my second favorite song overall.
Yeah,
Um, and like I could say a lot about the song, but like the biggest thing is just like her voice. Her voice is incredible. And like I don't want to say like this is my favorite voice cuz everyone is so incredible in this musical, but her voice is like it's like you said, just the way she has such like range is crazy.
yeah. I wish we
And
had more of her.
it takes, yes, it takes a lot of like control too to do the, yeah, just her voice and the intensity of it, and it also is in that genre that is my it's my general, my general vibe that I usually like,
Yeah,
and it's,
you like the aggressive songs.
yes, aggressive. That's the word.
I knew you liked Scylla because that's the hoodie you want
Yeah,
for from the Epic merch site.
yeah.
So the people listening may not know, but there's a video, an Instagram reel, where you're singing "Would You Fall in Love with Me Again?" You're singing Penelope's part, and I posted it and said if we can get Jorge to comment on it, that I would buy you the Scylla hoodie. Correct? Yeah,
Yes,
you wanted the Scylla hoodie.
yes.
So if you copy and share that link for your followers, maybe they'll get some more. Uh, what's the word? Traction? That's not a word. Is that a word?
I
Yeah, that's a
don't
word.
know,
Yeah.
maybe. Anyway, okay, least favorite song.
From
Least favorite song from the Thunder Saga.
the Thunder Saga, ooh, probably Mutiny.
Why? You
I
hate
don't know.
Eurylochus.
Huh?
You hate Eurylochus.
I do. I mean, I don't hate him. He's an idiot.
Everybody hates Eurylochus except
Yes.
Wyatt. Wyatt loves
I
Eurylochus.
want to like him. I want to like him. But then he just keeps doing stupid stuff. So,
Yeah, Mutiny's my least favorite too.
oh yeah.
For me, it's the fact that it's so long and it feels like multiple different songs together, and it doesn't have like a coherent vibe to it like the other songs do, in my opinion. I still think it's good, and obviously it's pretty pivotal, but it's just long and a little bit disconnected. So I agree. All right, now everybody and their mother's favorite saga, the Wisdom Saga. So
What? Why are you having some
I'm
hatred
not.
towards the?
It's not hate. I'm just saying, like everybody loves the Wisdom Saga, and it's funny.
Yeah, it's probably my second favorite.
I love the Wisdom Saga too. I love the whole thing. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, people, like, if I say, like, the Troy Saga, people are like, what? Not the Wisdom Saga? Anyway. So, yeah, favorite song from the Wisdom Saga.
My favorite, I think even though this is my second favorite, I think I had a harder time choosing my favorite from this saga than I did from the Cersei saga.
Trace.
I don't know why. I will say the first song that sparked my interest when you played it in bits and pieces when I came to visit you that one time
Yes.
was We'll Be Fine.
Yes. I remember.
just because I didn't know anything about what the musical was or hearing the music and hear you sing it, and I liked all of the runs
Yeah.
in that song. That's not my favorite. It's not what I listed as my
Hmm?
favorite though. My favorite is Legendary. I
Really?
love Telemachus. I love
Yes. We all
introduction of
do.
his teacher. Yeah, I know. I wish he was introduced sooner and like featured more. I don't know if that's even the story. I don't know if that follows along with how the Odyssey is.
Me neither.
But I loved getting to uh, like just go inside his mind and what he's been doing and thinking while his dad's been away.
Yes.
And his voice is really nice.
It is. It's so. It's like so youthful and happy and pretty. It's great. I do also love Telemachus, so I went with a different Telemachus featured song because my favorite from the Listen Saga is Little Wolf, easily Little Wolf, because not only does it feature Telemachus and his beautiful voice and his whole character that is amazing, but also Athena comes back and it's been a while and I love her. And I she does I mean obviously her whole throughout the entire musical she's singing beautifully. But I every time I hear the runs and riffs and belting that she is doing while Telemachus is fighting, it's just the best thing. Like I love it. I don't know how else to phrase it because it's just amazing. Like she's absolutely killing it, and it's a literal fight scene, and I love those. And it is written like just like the fact that that Jorge can write a fight scene and make it a good song is crazy. But yeah, easily Little Wolf. Also, Little Wolf is my fourth favorite song overall. So, all
Okay.
right,
All right.
least favorite.
This one I'm gonna have a hard time. I don't even know right now.
I know this one was hard for me to pick least
Because
favorite.
like I like Little Wolf for the same reasons that you said. Like I like the back and forth, the with Athena and him getting Telemachus getting to meet her, but not really knowing his connection to
Mm-hmm.
Odysseus. And then God games, like I
Well,
love
obviously,
interaction with the gods and especially Hera. It's
yeah,
hilarious.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go with Love in Paradise, even though it early on I would have said this was one of my favorite songs.
Yes,
That was just isolated from the rest of the
yes,
musical and understanding it. I mean, I like Calypso.
mm-hmm.
I like her voice. Like, part of me feels sorry for her. She's just stuck there on the island alone. But just thinking about the song, I think that's my least favorite in the saga.
Yeah. Love in Paradise is also my least favorite. I don't dislike Calypso, but both of her songs are harder for me to get into than the rest of it.
Really?
Not like literally. Again, this whole thing is so good. Like I can't say I dislike anything, but like just I don't dislike Calypso. I mean, as like her voice. I mean, I don't dislike her voice as a character. I think the crash out was pretty invalid because this man told you he was married, so like step off. But as like obviously her voice is beautiful and her songs are great. What?
Question, just for like my understanding of the Odyssey. How long was he on the island with
I'm
Calypso?
pretty sure it got the length right. 7 years.
That's what I thought. So they were together
A
for a
long, long
while,
time. Long
right?
time.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, it is isolated and it's different. Like the vibes there, I think it's actually a little bit similar to Mutiny in the way it's a little less coherent than the rest of them. It's kind of sounds like feels like song sections. So yeah, but again, it's really good. I have no
Yeah.
problems with it. Okay, the Vengeance Saga. Favorite song from the Vengeance Saga. I feel like I know what yours is.
Do you think you do?
I think I do.
Okay. Like I'm even still deciding right now. I actually have two songs written down on, yeah,
That
and I
surprises
still
me.
don't know. Um, I have Not Sorry for Loving You,
Hmm.
which is probably what you thought
I did.
I would put. I love Calypso in that song, which I know you say you don't. She's not your favorite.
I have no hate for Calypso.
Your cat's trying to get out. She's distracting me. I love the story that that tells,
Hmm.
but I also have Get in the Water
That okay, this is gonna sound weird. That surprises me, but I also kind of thought you were gonna say that.
because
Get in the water.
I, I like Poseidon's voice as well, which I didn't at first.
Mm,
Um, but it does have that raspy, gravelly um, tone to it that you find it's not. I feel like it's more common in females for people to enjoy a raspy voice. It's typically a female.
okay, I think yeah, that makes sense.
But for me, I'll say that for me, if I'm going to enjoy a raspy voice, usually it's a female voice.
Mm,
Usually, guys with that kind of voice, they are like in like metal bands and things like
sure,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah. That
which
makes sense.
he would probably fit in just fine in that genre of music. But I I don't know what it is about it in particular that I like. If it's just Poseidon's voice or um, the passion behind it.
Mm,
Like you, obviously, we're not wanting Odysseus to die,
right.
but yeah.
So my favorite song from the Vengeance Saga is my favorite song from the entire musical, and
Oh, I know this one.
it is 600 Strike. I like that. So I'll say it again. I said it in the episode with Judah. I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. This was the song that made me want to listen to Epic. This is the
Really,
song that I
really.
heard. This is the song that I heard in Emma's car, and I was like, "Well, hold up," because she had told me about it before. But then I heard this song, and I was like, "Hold up, this is like not what I expect." Because like I like a good bit of musicals. Like I love Hamilton, I love Epic, I love Wicked. However, when somebody recommends me a musical, I'm not immediately like, oh, look, oh, a musical. Because to me, when I think of a musical, I have a certain image, perhaps an unfair stereotypical image in my mind, but I still do have an image in my mind, and it's a little, it's a little corny maybe. It's a little dramatic in a way that I don't that I is not in my particular taste, but when I heard 600 Strike, I was like, hold up, this is edgy. Like somebody's getting stabbed. Like what is that? What is happening? And so it's what made me want to listen to the entire musical. And then of course, just in the context, it is so important. Like you see how fully Odysseus has changed, but like he's changed in his character, but his motivations are still right there. He's like, I am seeing my wife. And you still have Poseidon's vocals, but they're used the way they use his vocals, where it's like he's literally screaming in pain, but he's singing it. Like it should feel silly, but it's actually really cool. And just yeah, the whole
It
thing's
makes me uncomfortable.
I love it.
I know you do, but like because it is that real.
Yes.
When he's singing and he's in pain and being stabbed, like it sounds real.
Yes.
So it makes me like, ugh, like, ugh.
Okay.
I
least
want to close my eyes and I'm listening.
okay, what's your least favorite song?
My least favorite is probably Charybdis. That's how you say it, right?
Yes, I for the longest time I was like Charbides? I didn't
Why is it called that? What does that even
that
mean?
is the monster he's fighting.
Okay, see, I'm still learning. I like the song. It's
Hmm.
not a bad song. That's just this saga is filled with so many other like powerful, good songs, and this one's just kind of in the middle of it,
Sure.
literally.
That makes sense. It's also very, very short. So my least favorite song from the Vengeance Saga is Not Sorry for Loving You.
I
Again,
figured it would
I
be.
have no problem with Calypso.
I feel
Vocally,
like you do.
like I don't, but like I don't know. This song it feels so different from like I feel like the general vibe of the musical it almost feels different from. And again, even though the song is really pretty and I understand that there's the story, like it's just not a valid crash out. Like she that man is taken. So, like, I understand that she's like in love with him, but the man is taken. So, but
I understand that. But she's also, like you said, they've been there for 7 years.
yes, I
Like, she
understand.
really,
I
truly
understand the
loves
story.
him.
I understand that it's good storytelling wise.
But yes, you are right. She should not want somebody else's man.
Yeah. All right. Now we come to the final saga. We have the Ithaca saga. This one was interesting for me. But what is your favorite song from the Ithaca saga?
Okay, I had a hard time because I just recently fell in love with the challenge.
Mm,
Like, I love her, Penelope's, like,
yes.
standalone,
Yes.
just her singing.
Yes.
I mean, it does have the other guys, the suitors.
The other dudes.
Yeah, but it's mostly just her and getting to enjoy her voice. But I think it's not my favorite compared to the others in this saga. And I feel like you know my favorite. Like,
Yes.
how can I not choose Would You Fall in Love with Me Again? I love the orchestration in
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, it is, like, it just all comes together at this. It's not really the climax because it's like, or maybe you could call it that, but when they finally realize that they're together
Yeah.
and you just hear the orchestra, you hear the music,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
like, I want to cheer. I want to
Yes.
cheer whenever
Yes.
whenever
Seriously.
when it starts playing. So there's no way I could not choose something else.
Yeah.
There's no way I could not choose that one.
Yes, yeah, I understand. So, with my favorite song from the Ithaca Saga, I now realize that I have chosen, for all but two of the sagas, I have chosen a like aggressive or fight or violent song
It tracks
because my favorite song.
to yourself.
What?
So you're true to yourself.
Because my favorite song from the Ithaca Saga is Odysseus. So
Wow.
this, I understand. I understand all of the merit to the other songs, but with like Odysseus is just again, it's a fight scene like done in a song so incredibly well, and you just get to see like how Odysseus is like so, and it shows like the contrast, especially with him in this saga, because you see like him being so like soft and happy with Telemachus and Penelope, but like here you see that he has been through it. He is so done. He just wants to be with his wife and his son, and now he's hearing all this crap from the suitors about their conspiracies, and he's like, guys, this is enough. Like I am so done with all of your crap, and he just loses it. He completely loses it. And also like the suitors voices, the suitors who get little mini solos are so good. And then you also have the, I won't say it's funny, but I don't know if you've noticed, but the first one who's like kind of saying like, "Hey, you killed our leader. Like it's all good. Like let's be friends, guys." He says his last line before he gets killed is, "Let's have open arms instead." And so it's kind of it's almost funny to me cuz like you maybe you wonder like if Odysseus was kind of considering it beforehand. He was like, "Yeah, I did kill their leader." And then he says open arms and Odysseus was like, "Never mind. Don't
Hmm.
say those words."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just for me.
Yeah. That's probably one I've probably only listened to that all the way through like two or three times
That
because I
makes
always
sense.
skip it. I don't because we're different in our musical taste, and that's okay.
Yeah. So
But my
least
least
favorite.
favorite, is hopefully everyone's least favorite. Hold Them Down. It should be everyone's least favorite. It's terrible. Catherine, it is terrible. It's purely for the content of the song. I'm not even judging whether or not it's a good song, like musicality wise. Just I hate it. Have you seen? Did I show you the reel? You've probably seen some like it where they're like bodyguard standing there and it's like, I'll let you in based on
Yes.
your favorite.
Yes.
And then he lets everybody in until hold them down and then
He's like,
sprays them.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I understand
So
that.
here.
So I will say, Hold Him Down is not my least favorite from the Ithaca Saga because I
Yes,
think
explain.
what?
So yes, explain.
So I think that it is an example of art that handles uncomfortable subjects in a way that doesn't shy away from it, but also does not glorify it. Like it's very clear that Antinous, whatever his name is, it's very clear that he's the villain, that he is evil, and that what he's talking about is evil. And I think that it still manages to convey that. I think like it's a villain song, and I think like you could there can be debates about like villain songs because even like a song like "Be Prepared" from The Lion King, it's like you're singing that, but like you're singing about murder and regicide. So like it's that thing with villain songs where it's like you know, with art, it's a weird line to toe, but I think this song, like, it's not glorifying, like, anything he wants to do. It's making it very clear that he is evil. He's an evil man. And then he immediately gets punished for it. So, that's why it's not my least favorite. However, it was,
No, I was just gonna say I actually like I understand that point. It actually reminds me of a conversation that I had with my mom when there was a song that she didn't like me listening to. Do you remember the Reba song? She thinks his name is John.
yes, yes, I do.
Okay, she would always hate that I liked that song. She's like, you shouldn't be singing about those things. And I was like, but no, it's actually shedding light on why this is wrong.
Right, remind me what that song was about?
Go listen to it after, but gist of it, she has a one night stand and gets AIDS, and she can't even remember the guy's name. So go listen to it after this episode. But anyway, yes. So I understand completely that stance.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it was so hard. What like I feel like this was the hard weirdly enough, this was the hardest for me to pick a least favorite song. So like I don't even feel like I can say one. But I if I have to, I guess I'm gonna say the challenge. Only because it's like it's Penelope's introduction song and obviously it's amazing and it shows a lot about her. But like if I have to say one if like I have to have one reason about maybe why I don't like it as much as the other ones. For her introduction as like to who she is kind of like just dropped in. Like she's not like you might not exactly know who she is for a while, and she's kind of just like, oh, a new person is singing. Like who could this be? And I mean I think you could
That's a
probably
good point,
infer I
actually.
think you can infer like by like probably at least halfway through the song. But still, if I had to say one thing, that would be the thing. But obviously I love it and it's amazing.
Yeah. I would say, like, that's a good point because I didn't even understand. Like, that's why I'm just now learning to like this song. Like, I'm re listening.
Hmm.
And because I would not have known that this was Penelope just listening to it by itself. So I do think there could have been a better job of her introduction because she is such a pivotal part of the Odyssey.
Right. Okay. Well, that is the whole thing. Obviously, this whole musical is great. If you haven't listened to it yet, like really, just go and do it. Like, I, if you're a huge music nerd and you know a lot about music, then I would recommend you watch or you listen to the music before watching the animatics. But if you're not and you just like a good story, watch the animatics first. Because I am not a big music nerd. I love music, but I don't know a lot about it technically. So I was a little bit. Well, I actually did end up being confused because I had Emma to explain it to me, but I would have been if she hadn't. So yeah, go listen to it or watch it based on your music nerdery. But yeah, that's all.
And put the link in the notes so that they can go get you your hoodie.
Sure.
Watch the reel, tag Jorge, and hopefully Katie will get a hoodie out of it. Probably not, but it's fun to think about.
I just hope Jorge doesn't get mad.
Get mad.
He
He
seems
doesn't
like
seem
a
like
chill
that.
guy,
Yeah.
but we have been tagging him a lot. But anyway,
I'm sure there are multiple people because the musical's kind of blown up, and
Yes.
I'm sure we're not the only ones tagging him and stuff now.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching or listening. Make sure to comment your, just comment something, and I and make sure to follow and share and subscribe and everything. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.